Well, that was nice. Had a lovely dip in the river. It was too shallow to swim across. I kind of waded out to waist height and then dipped under and sort of stayed there for a while. It's not too cold. I thought it'd be freezing, but it's actually not too bad. But I'm moving on now. I've got probably 4 or 5 days of doing nothing now, which I'll be travelling around some towns and heading towards the next lady who needs help, and she's a little bit further north, so I've come down south. I've got to go about an hour north to where she lives. Give her a call in a few days, and yeah, all going well. The V-dub's doing really well since the alternator change. No issues at all. Starts first time every day. Plenty of juice charging the leisure battery. I've got a solar panel on the side which also charges the leisure battery, so charging my phone and a GoPro and even my laptop is perfect. I can do all of that. So really good there. I'm going to cycle into the little village that I'm in a bit and see if there's a little shop and cook my first meal in the camper, because although I've eaten in the camper, it's always been bread and ham or cheese, or nothing that I've actually cooked. So I've got some cleaning to do, some clothes cleaning, which I'll do in the sinks back at the camp. Do all that, then cook a meal, probably do something pasta or whatever, but I'll let you join me for that. Tomorrow I'm going to go into, there's a town called Lusac, which is not too far from where I am. I'm going to go in there, buy a few bits and pieces. Adam and Tony will know what that means, my kids. I've got 3 children. Tony, she's my eldest, my daughter. Adam, my son, middle son, and Thomas, my youngest. Thomas has been kind of telling me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. I keep getting tips and hints that some of my videos have been boring, some of the music's rubbish, so I've got to look at downloading some music that I'm allowed to use. I tried to use a few songs recently and it just came up with a cancellation because I wasn't authorised to use them. So I'm going to try and find somewhere I can download music that I can then upload. If I'm doing some driving and it's a bit boring, I can put some music over the top instead of the stuff that's already in iMovie. That's going really well. No problems at all actually on the van. I knocked off the rear fog light. I think I told you that early on, and I've kind of taped that on, so I need to find a bracket or get some araldite and probably fix that. That's something I need to do. Also I need to do something else today. I've got to top my water back up because I've used all my water that was under my sink. So I've got the one on the roof, so I've topped that back up, drinking lots of water. And I've got a few knives and forks that I need to wash up that I've been using, so I'll take those and do that today. No maintenance on the van at all. Nothing's fallen off or gone sideways, so that's really good. Bike's going really well, no problems with that. First place I went to, a guy was called Steve. He's a pensioner. He really needed help. I did my best. I stayed there with him and cleared his garden. I cut loads of trees like back for him. I got up on the roof of one of his outbuildings and took a load of the trees down from up there that were overgrown, and then helped him take all of the previous stuff down to the dump. Had a few issues at the dump. They're very strict. A French site. Even if you've got something that's made of wood, it can't go in a bin that's got grass cuttings and tree cuttings and logs, because it's not a tree. So even though it's made of wood, it's no longer a tree. So that took a while, unloading in all different places. And then I filled all the bags back up again this morning. Got up about 6:30, started cleaning everything down about 7. That's all done. What else? I fixed his tyre. He had a slow puncture, so I fixed that for him. Went and collected a big marble topped cabinet that he wanted to use to make pastry, but he doesn't think it's big enough, so he's going to put that on eBay and resell it. And that's where we met the English couple actually. They moved out here 5 years ago, and Tony, the guy, does renovations of old farm buildings and you know, people's houses here in France. He's got a couple of vehicles. He's got 2 or 3 guys working for him, and more work than he can handle. And his wife kind of stays and looks after the house. He travels all over the country doing this work, and he's the one that offered me my work in a few weeks' time. And that'd be good. And then what else did we do today? We went for lunch. I actually took Tony for lunch at the little place around the corner. Absolutely amazing. 5-course French lunch with unlimited wine. Not like I drink too much, but it was unlimited wine, water, cheese, bread. We had 2 starters, a cold and a hot starter, a main course, which was pork and pasta. Then we had cheese. Then we had cheesecake for dessert, and then coffees. And as I say, unlimited wine, and she kept bringing out bread as well, so unlimited baguette. And the whole meal for each of us was €13, so €26 for all that food. And it was brilliant. It was a kind of a 2-hour, you know, sort of take your time French lunch, just out there in the square, which was really nice. But I said to Tony later on, if he needs any help, I can always come back and do some other jobs for him. I'm also managed to get, sorry, it's Steve, not Tony. I managed to get Tony, the builder guy, to go round and plumb in Steve's shower for him. So in the next week or so, he's going to try and get around there and plumb his shower in his bedroom. So he'll have an actual ensuite bedroom then, which will be good for him, because at the moment he's a bit shaky on his legs, and he has to go up and down the stairs to his loo. So if he gets the shower fitted in, that'd be really good. But Tony said he'll do that, so I was quite pleased that we managed to get him to do that. And what I said to Tony is, I'll work for him for my workaway hours, and then any other hours, then he can kind of pay me his going rate. And I also said what I'd like him to do is, if I said don't pay me for a few days, that he could go around and do Steve's work. But he actually said, no, I'll do that, not a problem. So he's phoned Steve, he's got his number, he's going to phone him and sort that out. Tidied out one of Steve's sheds a little bit, and then his backyard where his grapevines are, kind of cleared that a little bit as well. So I did quite a bit in a couple of days I was there, and then yeah, so spend a few days by myself now, which will be good. Try and get my head straight. It's proving difficult, but I will get there. I know I will. It really killed me, the breakup of my relationship, much more than I expected. And it's there all the time. I can't stop thinking about it, and I know all the things that went wrong, and I accept everything, but it still bloody hurt, really did, and still does, really still does. But this is what this is all about, isn't it? Sorting this all out. It's good. It's going to make me happy. Get a season in the Alps. I did a video interview with a company called Alpine Elements, and I had to go online to a site called Spark Hire, and then I was sent loads of questions and I had to answer them with video, and I sent that in, and they said that they would get back to me within 7 to 10 days, hopefully for a face-to-face interview over video. So then I do that, and if I pass that, I get offered the job, and that's as a resort manager in either Val d'Isère, Tignes or Morzine, one of those resorts, which would be really nice. I would really like to do that. That's something really like to do. Oh, and there's a girl that I talk to on Facebook quite a lot called Shani Hagen. She's an artist and paints all sorts of things. She's painted things for the Queen. She painted a painting of Tom Moore, which is being presented soon. She's done all sorts of famous people. She's just been asked to do the Osmonds, and she paints on the back of leather jackets. So I thought I'd mention Shani, and well done. She's just been asked to do that by the Osmonds, and she's also been asked by Wesley Snipes, something involved with Wesley Snipes, to do a picture of him and upload that as well. So I thought I'd just mention and say well done, because she's done really, really well. But look her up. She's on Facebook. She is an extra actress on Emmerdale Farm and a few other programs that she's been on. But her art is really, really good, so it's definitely worth a look. Shani Hagen. Anyway, okay, I'm going to get dried off, go and take a cycle ride into town and get a few odds and ends, bits and bobs, bits and pieces for Graham, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers, bye. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe below, share the videos, like them, and hit the notifications bell so you can see when my next video is. Thank you. Bye bye.